Meow. We've been chilling all day. As soon as I get on, now you want all this attention. Hello and welcome back to Avowed. I was supposed to play Skyrim, but one of our trio was having internet issues, like really bad, so decided to scrap it, and I slept in because I was tired. I don't know. Stayed up a little too long, so I didn't get a lot of sleep. But I was going to play Skyrim. But then it turned out we weren't going to play Skyrim, so I said, okay, I'm going back to bed. So, this probably won't be as long as usual, just a couple hours or so. Excuse me. Especially not as long as last time.
Beloved that you are, and still they bared their fangs. We blessed the Tabarusanakis, and they prick us in return.
You harmed innocents. Of course they're furious.
Roots like a wall. We only meant to protect. We thrashed against the blinding light to keep the Akira safe. We never wanted this. So many seedlings lost. We grieved, but we saved many.
Sometimes our emotions drive us to terrible things. I understand.
The burned queen. She hurt us, hurt our people. She did this. Yet still the branches swipe. We mourn, we could not be to blame. They should have shared our love. Their spite? This we could not foresee. But you are here, a green shoot after the fire. You would not raise your hand against us.
As long as our goals are pointed the same way.
Freedom from the garden, a lamp to light our way. Sleep now. Dream of golden poppies on the road ahead.
Like, I don't know exactly what the deal with Sappadol is going to be, but if it does turn out that she's the source of the dream scourge, I will kill her. But she claims to be affected by the dream scourge just as much as everybody else. What?
From the swordfish. No kidding.
Someone snuck up there when he was sleeping and slit his throat.
Damn. Wonder what he did to deserve that.
I bet it was spies that got him.
Who needs fabric? We still have...
Damn. That's crazy.
Strange to see so many folks around now. I'll have to raise prices to account for the loss.
Oh yeah, this place does seem pretty empty. I just remembered what happened.
3 dozen dead, of no apparent causes.
They just fell over. Like their hearts were stopped in their chest. What did you do, Envoy? I know you're involved somehow. Bullshit. There was always another option. Something better than this massacre. Dozens are dead, Envoy. Their loved ones scream for them. What was all this for?
Stop this dream scourge?
The costs were too great, Envoy. And you paid them with third-born blood. I hope your fucking decisions haunt you forever. You've cost so many families their loved ones. You have my permission to go anywhere else. Get out of my sight, Envoy.
Eee.
Who needs fabric? We still have stock. Oh, you're back.
Oh, buddy. I mean, it wasn't just Thirdborn lives. It was a bunch of Steel Garrotes, too. Oh, excuse me. I feel like I ate too much. Had some leftovers. Oh.
Safe travels to you. Tamershi sent word. She said you can go. I'm sorry, Envoy. I don't have much more to say. You were responsible for all this death. But I hope you don't end up the same way, too.
I mean, it's a good thing I already killed most of the Dream Scourge in the area. Now there won't be any more.
Ludwig may have a skull for a face, but her fury was clear enough. If her path crosses ours again, it'll be ugly.
Frankly, I'll take any opportunity we get to ruin Ludwig's day.
Phew, excuse me.
I'll say this much for the Inquisitor. She's stubborn, like a rat. We've thwarted
Excuse
her
me.
twice now. But she keeps burrowing deeper into the living lands.
I'd say we shouldn't stay on her bad side, but I'm not sure she has any other sides.
You know her better than any of us. What's your read?
The funny thing is, I don't know her. Ludwig is a powerful servant of Lodica, but even she is not invulnerable.
That's the spirit. Now we just need a pack of terriers.
Oh, gods, terriers? I wouldn't wish them on my worst... got it.
Well, the joke's on her in any case. Ludwig won't get very far without that map. She'll be scratching her skull.
Somehow, I don't think she'll let that stop her for long.
And Ludwig definitely strikes me as someone who doesn't leave food on her plate.
I can deal with her if I have
I
to.
believe it. And we'll cross that bridge with you when we get to it.
Ludwig and her steel garrote have the numbers and the power. But we have spunk and a map. And that might just be enough to find the garden before she does.
We're all competing for the same thing. A place we barely understand, with no guarantees of what we'll find there. Still, I am determined to reach the garden, above all else.
Oh, that's just a pile of Sokka.
You have something to say, Marius?
Oh, now you're listening to me, all of a sack of sup sudden. You won't find a blessed thing. This wild beetle chase of yours is a page-raku waste of time. To get to the garden, you have to go through Galawain's tusks. The land is made of lava and acid. It wants to eat you alive.
So it's tough odds. We've gotten this far together.
Tough odds is an extra Zarb jumping in at the last minute. This is a long trek, on foot, through a land that can barely support life. I don't have to be a Blessed Oracle to know this won't go how you think it will.
I'm following my destiny. Whatever is meant to be will be.
Following my destiny is a good way of saying ignoring all logic and reason and getting myself killed. What do you know about Sapadal? How do you know you can trust them?
They're not just in my head, they have a powerful connection to the Adra
I
here.
hate to be the voice of reason, but we are talking about a god. There are limits to what we can even comprehend.
I have a powerful connection to my Blessed flute, but I'm not about to take orders from it.
What's on your mind, Marius? What bothers you so?
Because I can scream until I'm blue in the face, and you people would still rather trust the Envoy's pet headache demon. And now you want to drag us through the deadliest region in the world because a sleeping god said so.
Something happened to you in there.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm done here. Do whatever blessed planning you want to do. You don't need me for that.
Let's just take a breath, Marius. You don't mean that.
Nope. I said what I said. Come get me when it's time to go.
Poor Marius. Something's really rattled him.
I've never seen Marius like this. Something's going on with him, but I don't know what.
Now I'll go talk to him.
Be gentle with him. Or if not gentle, understanding.
Well, hopefully Marius will be okay soon. We have to get going if we want to get to the garden before Ludwig.
We won't get far unless we look after each other. Now's your chance.
I know what you're gonna say. What was that all about, Marius? You seem really upset about something. Well, I don't know what it was about either, so just let me be alone for a bit.
I feel like this isn't about the map or the garden even.
It is. And it isn't. I'm not sure what it is, really. Just the thought of going back to Galawain's tusks makes my heart feel like it's going to explode. I sweat. My ears ring. I can't breathe. When it seems like we're really heading there, I feel like I'm dying.
Meow. 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 What is up with you? Breathe. You're safe here.
Right. Thanks. I understand not wanting to go back, but why can't I just thinking about it makes me feel ill. I need some time alone, Envoy. I need to get some rest. I'll be ready to go when the time comes.
Okay. Fourth area. I assume there's 5 since I have 5 passive godlike perks. So I assume there's one. I'm going to get one here, and then I'm going to get another one in the last area. Oh. The bro just exploded. Ow. Oh shit, I forgot to get that totem from the last area. What? Okay.
Looks like the beetles have settled in nicely.
Let's finish this. Well done.
Let me go touch this camp waystone.
Got eyes on something?
Ah, shit. Oh my god, excuse me. Stop healing.
Just a minute.
here. Drip by drip, the slow passage of time. The years have gnarled our branches. The hot winds bent our trunk. Who are we? We do not recognize what we have become. Carve away the old self. Warp the wood to give us strength. We embrace your resolve within us.
Adraban. All these fancy clothes.
Never thought I'd miss Emerald Stair.
I can bring back someone to help you. Please, if you just...
You'll not leave my side and... Traveler, what business have you here with me?
Looks like that woman and the ogre aren't getting along very well. Be careful getting close.
Well, what is it?
Son of a bitch! What's going on here?
You and I are talking. A rare luxury for one of my kind, I found.
Tell me why you're keeping her captive.
Because they attacked me. Because now, you and I must talk. If you care for her life, we must talk.
Why do you want to talk?
Because I need someone to listen. To simply listen before they lash out at me with fury and hate.
A creature wounded. It howls and beats its chest against its fate, and still Kith hear cries of a monster. We understand.
Will you listen?
Go ahead.
I am ill. I am dying. But I am not beyond hope. Not if I can get a cure for my molder lung in time.
All right.
You will. I am glad that...
Take your time.
I am glad you will help. I apologize. My breath left me for a moment. What I need is this. Galeen said the caravan carried a book. One with a recipe that should cure my condition. Bring me the cure. When you do, I shall let Galeen go free.
If you know it's there, why not do it yourself?
I spent much of my strength already. I must rest. But make no mistake, I don't lack the strength to rend you if I must. I ask again, will you help me?
Sure.
Thank you, traveler. The caravan is northeast of here. You may speak to Galeen too if she can be of any use. We will be here waiting.
Please hurry. Just find whatever he needs and get me out of here. It'd be somewhere among the cards. Yes, somewhere among the cards, if it's still there at all.
Okay. I mean, sure, I could have done it, but then I would have had to fight Big Guy, and I don't want to fight Big Guy. He's just sick. Did I miss another cave coral up there? I sure did.
Quiet as a soul.
I didn't say you could dodge me, fool. Die. Yeah.
What happened here? Let's have a look.
Now, he didn't tell me to make the cure for him. He told me to find the book.
Lead the way. Protect the envoy. These tracks lead off the main road. Might as well see where they go. That was a close one.
Find the garden. Gee, what the fuck is that?
Let's finish this. With you quickly. Be careful, traveler. The tusks are friends to no one. Should you need help, I am happy to lend it. Are you by Nanduru? Are you the Adiran envoy? I think I know already, but what brings you out here to the tusks?
I'm not fleeing after all the deaths in Shatterscarp, if that's what you're thinking.
No, actually, until you said that, I wasn't thinking about everyone just dying suddenly.
Uh-huh,
I
sure.
just thought you were here on a trade mission, that's all.
What make you think that?
Wait, you mean you don't know? We let an Adiran caravan through a few days ago. First caravan we ever let through from anywhere, actually. I've never known anything like it. They had so many wonderful things. Food, linens, medicine. They had a letter from your ambassador in Paradise, too. Not anymore, they don't. And when I saw you, well, you get the idea. Wishful thinking on my part. Gods, I'd love to see them roll by again.
There's something you should know.
What's that?
I hope you appreciated that caravan when you had it, because it's not coming back.
What? What happened?
The convoy attacked an ogre. There was an altercation. I don't know who's at fault. The ogre claimed he was attacked.
An ogre? Gilleen, dear gods, what happened to Gilleen? There was a dwarven woman. Do you know if she...
She's alive. We're going to get her back safe.
Okay. Just please, envoy, go and do whatever you have to do to save her.
I'll make sure she's safe.
Thank you. If I can help, just let me know.
I need information.
What do you need to know?
Gilleen will be fine, as long as we cure a sick ogre. It's a long story.
Okay. What are you looking for then?
Gunpowder
I
snuff.
have some. Take it.
Calcified beetle
Try
nests.
southwest of here. The nests look like rocks covered with green moss. What you want?
That says
are
green
red
mess.
tentacles at the base.
Antimycotic moss.
Check the roots of the trees with red leaves. You should be able to see some from the top of the tower.
Leave it to me. Berserker ring? What does that do? +4 con? What is con again? Health.
Walk like it's hot.
Did I touch this one already? I did. Oh, I missed a soul pickup. How did that happen?
That's done.
Boy, am I glad I came back. I would have missed a secret door. Only problem is they don't have tubes for me to follow.
Can we finish here? Quickly. Before I lose my lunch.
Mattermare? Ancient arrowhead? Matermare, actually. Sure is a lot of you, huh? Why is this dude higher level than the actual boss was? Okay, apparently I just can't hit this fucking guy. Ugh, why are beetles always so tough? Blood Writhe Toadstool? What the fuck? A legendary upgrade. Oh, that's what. Okay, so that's what I'll be. Turning my cave coral in once I'm upgrading legendary stuff.
Someone eager to meet us.
Not bad, envoy.
Ow, okay.
Walk like a top.
Ouch. What's off this way? Ah, perfect. That was dumb. What do you mean I couldn't hit it? Oh, hey. Alright, let's go help this ogre. I kind of want to check this out, though.
Ratut, be reasonable. We can't live out here like this.
Listen, we're besieged by Mallory and her outsiders. Ray still begs me to search for the missing Adira merchant convoy, but we're stretched too thin even for that. I only ask you to hold on a bit longer until our replacement comes.
I will try. But this can't last.
Excuse me.
Oh, what a lot.
If you're buying, I'm selling.
They told I might find a smith that can work this somewhere.
I'm not quite sure what you're holding there. But if anyone can help you, it's Forge Master Della. You can find them in the forge in Solace Keep, if they'll let you inside.
Are you allowed to trade with me?
Oh, don't worry. We're long past that.
I know you're having fun, dear, but leave the poor man alone.
I didn't even do anything. Whoa! 3% damage reduction? That's pretty nice. 20% move speed. Holy fuck, Adraban is expensive. Cruel Command. Power attacks deal 70% damage to full health. Deal 10% bonus fire damage. I could finally change my gloves. Oh, wait, but... I have my electric wand for the switches.
Another Adiran. Damned if I ever saw the like. So you're the envoy they reported at the gate. Beats turning away the refugees from Shatterscarp, at least. Is it true that many drop dead suddenly?
There was a sacrifice needed to slow the dream scourge.
I can't say I know much about what's been happening beyond the tasks, but... never mind. You're here and I'm glad for it. The sentries were right about you. You have the same features as Arnandru. Taller, of course, but nevertheless.
Wait, another god
this
like?
is a good omen. Nandru himself knows we need one out here.
I am and have always been an omen.
Anyway, the Tusks never offered us much, and that was before the Beatles rose in their numbers. Never mind the Zorips, or the Dream Scourge, or fucking Amalia.
Maybe I can help.
I don't know what there is to do. The Beatles and Zorips come back faster than we can cut them down, and Amalia... gods, where do I even start? She and I used to command this tower in turn. I and my wardens kept watch while she and hers rested in the keep. And so too the reverse. Until her last watch, that is. When she and her wardens abandoned their post and marched on the gate and tried to leave.
Why did they do that?
Because life in the tower is torture. We're low on supplies. The Vastes are vening against us.
The Vastes are vening.
After it was denied, her wardens spoke of mutiny. And after that, well, fighting broke out at the gate. My wardens and I rushed from our lead when we heard the alarms. Drove Amalia back. Now she set up camps in the Vastes. Main one is just up north in the Twined Wood. Another just west of there, in a tower. Another east, in a cave. She's broken her oath, and I'm trying to find a way to uphold mine.
To what oath do you refer?
To watch over the garden. It is this that keeps us bound to the Tusks. Our oaths are mortal matters. Should we die with an oath unfulfilled, our spirits will linger until another of our wardens sees it completed. And if one of our own breaks an oath, it is a death sentence.
I can do that.
No. All I want is peace with her. But our talks, such as they were, have totally broken down. Whenever I approach, she just tells me to stay away from the land beneath her banners. And after her raid, after our skirmishes, I don't see how we can talk anymore. But would you be willing to talk to her? You are an envoy, after all.
You just said oathbreakers get a death sentence.
Situations.
What terms will you accept?
I have no demands except that she stops attacking us for treading near her camps. But she says she won't stop until they can all leave. And I can't grant her passage out of the tasks. She has no duty out there. Nor can I grant her one. I don't know how to break the stalemate. But I'll quit talking your ear off. Thank you for indulging me. If you see Amalia or any of her camps, I hope you can get through to them.
I wonder when we'll get back to the keep. Why? I simply don't believe. If it's true what they say about Shatterstark, I better eat faster. Wouldn't want to miss my last meal.
What a dwarf thing to say.
Oh, this fella has gone downhill, hasn't he?
What could be causing that?
Slumbering Fields lies to the west, the last green place in the tusks.
Hey. Okay.
I heard there's been more bandits seen in the Twine.
This way.
I heard that too. Captain Radut says.
I mean, we could send Amalia and the others to Shatterscarp to help out with the Dream Scourge. Or the Dream Thralls, that's what they're called. But I don't know if we're allowed to do that. Best viewers from blah 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 blah. Go fuck yourself. Stupid fucking bots.
So you've come back. Have you brought what I require?
Here you go.
Yes, I can work with all of this. Thank you, traveler. 1,000 times thank you. And you, dwarf, you may go. I free you of this place.
Thank you. I'm going back to the Warden Tower. Maybe I'll see you there.
I'm sure Warden Lorray will be delighted to see you again.
At the tower? Huh. It'll be good to see a friendly face. I'm going now. Be well now. Both of you.
Thank you, Galeen. It is more, perhaps, than I deserve. I bid you leave me to my rest now, traveler. Allow me to gather my strength again in peace.
You made a friend. Today is a...
Summons a ruinous blight to fight with you. See now, if that on the neck, this on a finger, and then another one on the finger, you could have a pretty cool summoner build, but
Hopefully he'll remember how helpful we were next.
We'll be glad to be out.
This is what kindness feels like.
actually, I'm just gonna go straight for the Guardian. Because I'm sure I'll have a lot more to do afterwards.
As I live and breathe, the faithless envoy. Ludwig finds your loyalty a touch diminished. If you're looking for the Inquisitor, she's hunting a lead to the garden through its twisted silver roots.
Does that lead have anything to do with the tower behind you?
The tower calls, and it turns, and it calls, but for the roots we go, if not for the roots. The roots
You
say
sound
your
crazy.
name, envoy. They say you told them to do it.
You okay there?
I feel I can't think straight. Body's full of roots, pulling me. You did this, didn't you? The roots try to choke the steel garrote, and we will strangle them in return. Cut them, bleed them.
Oh dear. Be careful. He might be too far gone.
Doesn't have to be this way. We don't have to fight.
The roots come, and you'll be the death of the sun. Won't let you. We'll stop you. Kill you. Die as the roots die. Die, traitor. Lay yourself down. Envoy, over here. They're coming out. On the right.
I just like to put on the record that I didn't start this fight.
That's done? Who's hungry?
I am over encumbered.
somehow. Let's have a closer look at camp.
It looks like a rock you can push. Oh wait, there's a chest over here. Almost forgot.
Impressive. I'd say we're on the right track.
I was gonna come get it, and then it threw me into a fight. Sorry, Giada. I love that though. The fucking ragdoll.
That island. It must be the garden. Don't know what I expected. So close, but yet so... So, there is yet another path to the garden.
The other path is hidden well. I certainly don't see any way across the acid sea.
Anyone have any ideas?
Well, maybe the people in charge know what's going on. I doubt it, but it's worth a try.
Good thinking. With luck, we'll find out what the Steel Garrote are up to on our way.
To Solace Keep. Let's try to get there before the Steel Garrote can cause trouble.
Quick and careful, everyone.
I'll follow your lead. Didn't come this far to give up now. Search the tower. There must be something of use.
We are close. Break the bars.
Don't really see anywhere to look around for more shit. Let's do some talking to the people.
Anyone else finding it hard to breathe?
Oh dear. Focus on something else, dear. Like how terrible the tusks smell.
We're here. Stay.
Envoy? I'm not ready to go to Solace. Maybe there's another way. Maybe we can fashion some kind of flying boat?
You knew where it was the whole time. Why didn't you say anything?
Fui tu meio, Envoy. I don't know. There's just so much.
You're really afraid of something out here. Maybe it would help if you talked about it.
Right. Maybe it would. Thanks, Envoy. I feel this fear inside. Heart pounding, can't breathe. It's like I'm dying every time. I've been bit by core vipers, fallen into old spike pits, drank cure water from a Zarep shaman, and it never felt like this. It's as if the thought of being here, of returning home, is the deadliest thing I can imagine.
You broke
It's
your
getting
oath.
worse. I imagine you can. You've been through a lot. You've already died once, for God's sake. It's more than just going home, I think. It's everything. The politics, the people, the way I left. I betrayed betrayed the traditions I was raised on, and I don't know why. I've seen that island off the coast all my life, and I grew up hearing tales about the garden. But it always felt like a legend, like those old tales about the gods. No one has been there in centuries, as far as I know.
She didn't think it was real.
You blame me? A magical place Solace has been sworn to protect since it was founded, and no one can go there? Sounds to me like a good way to get a nosy kid to stop asking questions. There is something that's bothering me. Specifically, if you can spare a moment. Since we entered the Tusks, I've been getting these flashes of memory. Like there are answers in my head I can't get to. They seem to be about a village, somewhere north of Solace. Fear and sorrow, but also answers.
We'll find it.
Thanks, Envoy. It might be nothing, but it'll be nice having backup whenever I go to find it. Anyway, what do you want to talk about? Mount Forja erupts every few years. Usually just small little burps of ash and a few extra lava flows. It's like it wants to remind everyone it's still here. Which is ridiculous, really. Smell that rotten egg scent on the wind? That's Forja. As much as I want to blame it on Kai. Just another reason the people of Solace tend to stay inside. There's a place in the southwest of the Tusk called the Slumbering Fields. It's full of dry brambles and plants with nasty thorns. There used to be an old Pargrunan aqueduct out there, but it hasn't been used for a long time. No one's sure why the water stopped flowing, but without it, we've been drinking subterranean runoff for ages. That's all I know, really. Let's see. First rule in Galawain's tusks is to be grateful for every breath. The air itself is poisonous here, if you breathe enough of it. Don't overexert yourself, and keep your heartbeat slow. A wet cloth over your mouth and nose will help. Remember that this place wants to kill you at all times. Act like your every step is putting you in danger. Make sure to clear your eyes, ears, and nose every now and then. Ash builds up faster than you'd expect. You know, if you're this interested in survival in the living lands, we can take this even further. You've done all right out here, but there's always more to know if you want to survive. So, what do you want to learn?
Trust your instincts. How about a little of everything? I assume it's more Dex, more Con, or both.
You want to know everything? Right. You came to the right person. It's good to know things, but you need to be physically fit. So we're going to stretch your limbs and get those joints moving. And then we're going to give you little bites of bad berries. Maybe send you on a long run. You're going to be as fit as an ox. Let's get started. Right. That about does it. You're a quick study. At least now I don't have to worry about you so much out there. I can spend my time watching over Kai and Yatsley. Teaching is its own reward, I guess.
We're on the precipice of something magical. You can feel it, can't you? The garden is within our grasp. All we need now is the courage and wisdom to brave the unknown.
A functional bridge to the garden would also be nice.
We'll find a way. We always do. Are you afraid of what's to come? I'm not judging, just curious.
Fear exposes weakness, and I cannot afford to appear weak.
Fear is not weakness. Fear is strength biding its time. I believe, for the first time in ages, that I am not afraid. I used to care so much about discovery, invention, achievement. But deep down, I was afraid. Afraid that I wasn't living up to my potential.
Earlier, you were worried that you'd taken the wrong direction with animancy.
You've been paying attention. Since we met, everything I believed has been proven wrong. That the island can be controlled. That I alone can fix it. Even my parents. Gods. They really had no idea what they were doing. Just like me.
They must feel the same pressures that you did.
And look how that turned out. I'm so tired of being afraid. I need to accept my limitations or embrace them. Even if I'm wrong again, that's part of the journey. I have no idea where it leads. And for the first time, it's fine. Perfectly fine.
I think you just made a breakthrough.
Did I? Huh. I don't know what I expected. Feels nice. Glad I could get that off my chest. We have bigger problems to worry about, but I appreciate these little moments. You have an inquisitive mind. I respect that. If you ever feel your education is missing something, I'd be happy to teach you what I know. All you have to do is ask.
You offered to teach me. I'm ready to learn.
Excellent. The Imperial Court taught you well, but I suspect there were gaps in what they call an education. If there's anything you've been dying to learn from an Animancer, now's the time. Very well. Hold your questions to the end if you don't mind. Otherwise, I'll lose my train of thought. Now, let's begin. You drifted off for a moment. Were you paying attention?
All training. So when did I do Kai's?
Really? What's the last thing I said? Well, aren't you the clever one? No harm done, of course. I don't mind if you catch a few winks. Besides, a little nap is good for the soul. I slept through my share of lectures, and look how I turned out. That's all I have to teach you for now. I'll chime in if anything else comes to mind. The better question is, can I still be an Animancer? Could I even make a difference? As long as Fior Messiverno is safe, the Living Lands will have Animancers, whether or not I am one of them. And then there's the Dream Scourge, unraveling civilization as we know it. I don't know where that leaves me. The work my parents started may have no end in sight. We don't even know if the Living Lands can be tamed politically, much less spiritually.
I thought Animancy was all about discovery, even if the odds were against you.
All of my discoveries have led to dead ends. Where then do I turn? All I know for certain is that I've been going about this the wrong way. I should be an Animancer for the right reason. With the Dream Scourge, I haven't got one.
Then we better stop the Dream Scourge.
At least someone thinks so. Thank you for believing in me, whether or not I believe in myself. Oh yes, the little butterflies in my stomach are more restless than ever. When I joined you, I needed to put a stop to the Dream Scourge. So much has changed since then. There may be nothing for me in the garden. Nothing I haven't learned outside of it. But I still want to see it for myself. Something tells me the garden would defy any attempt to measure it. One cannot catalog the impossible. On a journey such as this, it's better to cast aside your expectations. They can only weigh you down. I'll tell you whatever I know. I've heard the Wardens are very set in their ways. For better or worse. Usually the worse. Vidaro tried to form a trade agreement with the Council. Copper and glass in exchange for grain. But it went nowhere.
Council wasn't interested in trade?
They weren't interested in outside help. The Wardens value self-reliance. Maybe because they have an inflated sense of their own importance. No offense, Marius.
No, you pretty much got it right.
They have a righteous duty to protect these lands, and believe that it can and should be done without the help of outsiders. It's a bit like shooting yourself in the foot because you don't trust anyone else to wield the gun. What are you so curious about?
That's enough.
If I must.
Drawatayans love to boast about how barren and rugged our homeland is. But we've got nothing on the Pargrunan living here.
There's a certain austere charm.
I can't fault your optimism, but would you think that if this was the only landscape you ever saw, day in and day out? According to Marius, his people are forbidden from ever leaving the Tusks.
I did tell you that, didn't I? Must have been drunk.
I'm all for pulling together, but that's just oppressive.
You're not alone. A lot of people in Solace would agree with you.
Exactly. It's not a home if you have to lock people in it. Ravatai has a similar problem. Between the constant storms and the rocky soil, the lands never supported us easily. So many of us find work as sailors and mercenaries. We explore the world as soldiers or as part of a trade mission. We venture out. We're encouraged to. Not everyone, of course, but Rauatai's hardly a dying country. Everyone in the Living Lands faces struggle, but people choose that, and usually to escape something worse. Forcing people into a lifetime of hardship for the sake of principle or tradition is a different matter entirely. Never. The Pargrunen of Solace are notoriously suspicious of outsiders. Though, from the looks of this place, Solace's real concern has got to be keeping its people in, not keeping the rest of us out. And I've got answers. Some of them may even be true.
That's all.
Holler if you need anything else.
Envoy, what do you need?
That's enough.
Until next time.
Cool. Everything's ready for legendary. I just gotta get a fuck ton of Adraban.
Schemes in the dark. The mountains shift in unknowable shapes.
What's eating at you?
Sulfur scalds. We do not like to linger in this place. The rule of the wilds. What will they do to gain such victory? Beast of treachery smells you. It stalks you across the land. A sword for a settlement, the scorpion promises to protect. Rose today, thorn tomorrow. Friend or foe, the branches shake.
This bothers you a great deal, doesn't it?
Another time, a distant ache. A hidden strike, a bond bleeds in silence. Have your hands known this?
I'm not proud of it.
A scar burned in a field. Why? A deadly frost. The hunter circled, need overcame the pact. The venom bloomed. We wonder, what good is a vow if it can break? Fleeting light, we have learned much. Dream of dandelions with two heads.
I'm gonna come see if Galeen has come back.
Hey, I might have something for you, envoy.
You would if I could afford the odd Draban. I should probably start selling shit since all of my gear is really high up there. It'll take forever to actually level this shit up.
Thank you, Lorraine. Oh, you stopped by. It's so good to see you again.
How are you feeling?
Good, I'm good. I'm just glad to be back to something normal after... Yes. And Lorraine over there has really made me feel welcome. More than welcome, even. You were right. She's keen on me. It's nice after everything else.
You don't need me to tell you that life's short. Enjoy it.
I'll try. Anyway, I should let you get back to it. I'll be here should you ever need me for any reason. Oh, and one thing before I forget. The wardens let me open shop. I don't have as much for sale as I like, but if you want to see what I've got, just ask.
Oh, +4 int. More Adraban.
Are you sure I can't do anything else for you?
Oh, you're so sweet. I'm all right for now, thank you.
Good. If you need anything, just let me know. Even if it's just a hot drink. I'm happy to do anything I can.
That means so much to me, Lorraine. I'll take you up on that later.
I can't wait. Oh!
Look at you two lovebirds.
Envoy, it's so good to see you again. Welcome back from the wilderness. Gillian told me everything you did for her. I'm so glad she's safe. Thank you, Envoy. I don't know what to say, but thank you. I mean it, Envoy. Thank you.
A parting cloud. A solitary sprout in a dead land. It grows here still. We twine.
Hey, I might have something for you, envoy.
You already said that, and no you don't. I mean, you do, but I can't afford it. Haven't seen you little mushroom guys in a while. Where's my spring berries? Am I out of spring berries? There's no way, dude. How do I get rid of poison now? Oh no, that's not. Whoops.
Nice job, everyone.
Excuse me. Oh my god.
Who goes there? Wait. Marius. If the dead don't walk. I lost that bet then. So you did find a way out.
Amalia, always a pleasure. Yeah, I found a way out, but here I am, right back here again.
You don't know how much that twists the knife. Here you are, back after your escape, while we're literally dying to get out. And you've brought in a dear and a friend. Who are you?
I have been sent by the tower to seek a parley with you.
Parley? Radut. First he refuses to let us leave the tusks, and now he sends you. I won't talk. Not with you. I don't trust your lot, Adirin. Don't think I'm not wise to you and yours.
What are you talking about?
Go fuck yourself. That's what I'm talking about.
Crazy.
I'll tell you the same thing I told Radut. These banners mark the dead dirt we claim as our own. And as long as these banners fly, as long as we hold our own, I have nothing to say to you.
And if I take those banners?
You'll learn what it is to suffer. Now get out of here before it gets ugly.
Actually, I'm gonna go this way first because I can fast travel back. Ow, I should have drank a potion. %5 damage reduction? Lots of good damage reduction trinkets in this game. Make a very tanky build with that.
Of all the stupid things our people ever did, Forja may strike us all down, but then...
I gotta be right back. My stomach's still hurting. Oh, my controller! Okay. Something did not agree with me.
They'll keep carving that black... Gods, look at that hideous thing. And I was already having a bad hunt today. That just makes it worse.
Another monument to Nandru. Just more proof Solus Keep doesn't know its own priorities.
Maybe they'll learn once the sculptors die of hunger trying to finish it.
Sounds like you're unimpressed.
Only a story of waste and foolishness. All that time and labor could be spent on better things. Councilman Kostya is right. What's the point of honoring Nandru when our people are dying? We should be feeding our people and gathering medicine for our sick.
There's a time and place for creating frivolous monuments. This isn't one of them.
No, it isn't. But Solus Keep makes a holy duty out of these old traditions. And so we keep on ignoring what we dwarves actually need.
Sure.
I hope not. It's not just me. Many of us are also upset by this obsession with the past. Forget it. What's the point of talking Pargrunen business with an outlander?
At the end of the day, we still need to hunt. The keep needs whatever meat we can get.
We all have our duties to tend to.
Come here. What the fuck?
Stop right there. I'm with you.
Look out!
Watch yourselves.
Fucking healer. Oops. Did not mean to double dose. Okay. I know it's only optional not to kill them, but I really want to try.
It's easy when you do it.
a moment, people.
We can sneak up this way.
That's why I'm always buying lockpicks. Can't have enough. I'll actually just come back this way. That way I can discover anything in between. Bitch.
That's all of them.
Oh, sneaking in the back.
The one thing that sucks about them like disintegrating and stuff when due to the effects is the loot doesn't show up until like 5 seconds after. Ow.
What do you want?
Compliment the security of your camps, but I can compliment the quality of your
So much
banners.
for thinking we can protect ourselves out here in the wastes. Still, if you've got that, and our kit have lived to tell the tale, maybe you're a friend after all. Let's talk inside. All right, I'll begin by thanking you. My wardens still live and breathe. I don't take that for granted. I honor what you've done. But I'll move on to the topic at hand. Now, let's get to business. I'll be blunt. I don't know how my wardens and I can reconcile with Bradut or with the Keep. We spilled blood when we tried to leave Envoy, and we've spilled more hoping to hurt them enough to change their minds. Never mind our reasons for marching on the gate. That's not something that's forgiven. No. No, I suppose he wouldn't. Just... I don't see how this resolves well. They'll never let us leave. Even if they forgive us, the evils that drove my wardens to the gates won't go away. I don't see how we're not fucked. There's no food. The land itself is hostile, making life in the tower unbearable. Maybe it'd be easier if we had trade, but the council refuses that. And even if they allowed it, our existence in the keep is against our nature as Pargrunen. We're meant to roam. Nandru's oath forbids that, though. We're only born to die here as we watch over the garden. No one escapes. Not anymore, anyway. There were expeditions out, in the past. My father led one before I was born. Died on a hill I'll never see.
She's sparkling at the hip. Fuck!
What is there to discuss? Nandru set the course of our lives hundreds of years ago. To watch over the garden forever. Never mind that our nature screams for us to roam. We're supposed to stay put and waste away for the sake of a garden we'll never know. The fate of these lands, huh? Maybe there's more to it than we knew. You've walked the wastes. You know what we have to deal with between the beetles and Zarips.
Not at the end of the day, I don't believe we do. There is no food. We're fucking starving to death. The tusks don't give us much to eat now except for beetle, and I'm not convinced anyone can survive on that alone. That's a point. They might not have a choice soon enough. There could be a chance for us then. All right, I'll take all of this to my wardens. I think it'll be enough to give them some hope. But do you really think Radut and the Keep will leave us alone? Saying no is far from the worst thing they can do. But if that's the case, then I'll talk with my wardens. I'll make sure they accept the peace.
Not ideal, but better than prison.
We won't bother the tower or the keep, so long as they leave us alone. We'll find a way to survive. Before you go, take this. It'll open up the chest just to your right. I want you to have what's in there. I'll let you carry the news back to Radut. Thanks again, Envoy.
Sure. Berserker scale +1. 25 damage. Damage below 30% crit hit chance. Not bad.
Welcome back to the tower, Envoy. I don't know what to tell you except that it's best to keep to the road. Believe me when I say you don't want to know our lands. Danger without any of the excitement. These days we do little but hold the gate, kill vermin, and ship their meat back to the keep. I'm all ears, Envoy. I will honor the agreement. As long as they remain peaceful, we'll try to get along. Thank you, Envoy. You don't know what a relief this is. Even if it is all so strange, the thought of people leaving the keep. I have to wonder what is going to happen next. The world seems to be changing.
You got a key for me so I can get in here? This sparkly thing is kind of bugging me. %10 attack damage, 20% crit hit damage with pistols and arquebuses.
Someone lives in that cave. Be alert.
Hello, friends. Damn. I'm getting the whole Berserker set at this point. At this rate. More than one way to sneak in, although it's not very sneaky to just come in the front door. Ow.
Keep quiet.
No summoning for you.
Well, that was fun.
We've got company.
Fucking dummy.
Need a moment, dear.
Huh. Someone's trying to get in hold with Paradise. Did I say get in hold with? I meant get in touch with. Excuse me. Fuck?
This would be a great spot, but there's so many of them. What are you doing here? This place isn't safe. The homestead up ahead is all run by Zarps. Used to be it was occupied by outcasts, but things happened. The region's getting more lethal. If you think the Salos steppe was hell, it's nothing next to the primordial depths up north. The Zarps used to be more peaceful, but the recent tremors tore up the terrain so badly, they had to go south. They started turning it into one of their villages, even ripped up the crops planted by the wardens. What a waste. There are some Bargrunin living in the wastelands out here, all without the aid of the wardens. If someone got rid of the Zarps, they might be able to shelter here, maybe even grow some crops. It's up to you if you would like to help out with the Zarps, but I hope you do.
Right behind you.
Oops, that's not what I wanted. Stop fucking healing. What's the point of a council if they're just not going to do anything? Ouch.
Seek! Well done.
Okay, finally, that's all of them. What do you mean I need a bent farmhouse key? How is a bent key gonna work?
Seems as though the Dream Scourge made itself at home here.
Damn. What a shame. Hello, good sir. Everybody's dead. Okay, it was the music. I thought I heard the sparkling of a treasure or a body.
You dealt with these Arabs. I didn't have any doubts about whether you could, but still, your actions will save some lives. And the buildings will at least provide some shelter. Here, take this.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure it didn't take long for you guys to get here.
If nothing else, I'm glad we were able to work things out with Radut in the end.
Envoy, been thinking about Amalia a bit. You convinced her to stay in the Tusks. Not what I would have done, but at least it's resolved. Solace's traditions exist for a reason. It's just not always a good reason. I don't know. What? No, gods. You've been talking to Yotsley again, haven't you? I swear, everyone's so worried about people finding romance. Maybe it's not everyone's top priority, you know? Alright, I notice no one's warming your bedroll these nights either. It's probably not your breath, but I wouldn't take any chances. Oh, we'll find the right person for you, Envoy, don't worry. I'm sure Yotsley will backflip when I tell her you're ready for a match. Envoy, what do you need? Pleasant dreams.
Get my armor up, so that way I take less damage. My damage output is...
Hi, darling.
Ma'am?
Did you move my bedroll?
Yeah. Found you a new spot.
Why did you do that?
You mentioned the ground was rough on your back. I noticed a soft patch.
Oh, I didn't know I was camping with such a gentleman. Thank you, darling. But next time, warn a girl, will you?
You got it. No surprises.
Alright, I think I'm going to get into the keep and then call it. I didn't want... Since I started so late, I wasn't going to do such a long stream tonight. Ow? I usually am worried about starting really late, but at the same time, my schedule is already ass. I don't usually start streaming till after midnight anyway, so like, What the hell is it gonna harm? Might as well just be rested and ready to stream.
My. It's rather dusty here, isn't it? How did the dwarves manage?
It's funny that they won't let you kill, like, the actual game animals, like boars and stuff, or the boars.
My gods, they're killing us.
But, like, you can kill the little ones. Like the tiny monkey things in the last area.
Outlander, my gods help me. We're being slaughtered. The archive
Slaughters my people.
My brothers, my fellow monks, they changed into monsters before my eyes. They're tearing everything apart. If the archives burn, our history is lost. Oh my gods, how could this be happening? Oh,
I'll go there right away.
bless you, Outlander. Friend, thank you. Head north along the main road. The archives are on a bluff. You can't miss the smoke. Look for Grigor. He'll know what you need to do.
Ow.
Not used to
Marius, you okay up here? Hey, what's up, buddy?
Everybody all right?
I think they need to hire a new cleaner.
Like, I have plenty of lockpicks, obviously, but if I can get away with not using them, I'm going to try.
This kind of thing is a common sight back in Fjord, especially during thesis season.
Zarb tracks. Lots of them. We're entering hostile territory. That poor Nimdu probably got himself locked up in the Ash Forest. The Zarbs didn't get to him first.
Oh, plus 20% area of effect damage. It's really good for the... So I could have either used it for the door or for the fucking chest. Obviously, I'm going to use it for the chest. Okay, that's a lot further than I thought it was. I'm just going to go to the keep. I'll deal with that later. Neat.
Welcome to Serena's Mercy, outsider. There's nothing for you to see here.
I'm innocent!
No, you gave the good. That's something else.
Like to mend this farce of injustice.
Oh, how cozy. The blood, really.
Gladly, did you want to finish that thought?
Oh, thank the gods. Finally.
Renato here was selling our grave goods to traveling merchants. Don't let him tell about maps and causes. He's a common thief.
I admit I took a few things from Pargrunan memorials. And I admit the caravans paid me a good price for them.
Expeditions have costs.
So you were lining your own pockets. How can you be a cartographer and not value other cultures?
Easy to pass judgment when your stomach is full. Sansa has no idea what the living lands are like. He sits in his emporium and thinks it's the Deadfire. Well, it's not. Every day out here is a matter of life and death.
We do fine without grave robbing.
I just needed to survive.
I don't know about map making, but we confiscated these. Maybe they're what you're looking for.
Wait till he throws you to the wilds. Then see how you feel.
I don't know, man. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Or don't get caught.
It's Cosmine. Just let me handle this.
What? Marius? No. You must be a ghost. A curse.
That would be news to me.
You? You're alive. You. Asshole. You show your face now? Now?
You missed him.
Several times, but I hit more than I missed.
We used to be friends. Or so I thought. But then this Jitule left. Unannounced. No note, no nothing. Didn't even say goodbye to Iancu. And now you cozy up here, after 3 years, with an adherent godlike, no less? No offense.
Some taken.
What are you all doing at the ass end of the living lands anyway?
You know I wouldn't be here if it wasn't important. We need to speak to the council.
You know the rules. Outsiders cannot enter without express permission of the council.
Or with an honored warden.
Which you are not. I shouldn't even be talking to either of you. It's forbidden.
The threat you face is beyond your comprehension. Your very soul is in peril.
From what? The gods? The Dream Scourge? Solace stands alone. Nothing can touch us here.
The Steel Garrote is coming for the garden, and they won't let anything stand in their way. I'm serious. Let us in.
You know the position this puts me in. If I let you in, the council will have my head. Just like an adherent to make a convenient promise they have no hope of keeping. There are always consequences, godlike. Always.
Cosmine, Solace Keep is in real danger. Do you truly think I'd come back here for anything less?
Gods damn it. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? I'll let you in, but be warned. Solace is not as it was, Marius.
I doubt it. Nothing really changes in Solace.
You'll see for yourself. The council isn't what it was. Keep a watchful eye. Lower it on down. Quickly now.
Do you think they'd let me get on and ride it to the top?
Just
What?
be aware, people of Solace are just as stubborn as its walls. Gods. Here we go.
Remember, darling, if you need it, I can make us invisible for a quick escape.
Are you guys coming or what?
It's the lack of sleep. It's impossible. But still, I don't get paid enough for this.
You guys got lots of good stuff here.
You're not from the hunting party. Where's the hunting party? They were supposed to be here an hour ago.
Idiots. Better not have gotten
themselves killed. We need the supplies. I swear, if they've gotten themselves drunk out there, I'm going to turn them into leather.
Just like Nandru. You have his markings. The council is going to lose its mind.
Mikala. Mikala is going to... I don't know what Mikala is going to do. This has never happened.
Duty won't be that. I can't wait to see what the council will say. But Kostya says that Solace Keep is nothing but a crypt. We'll die in here.
I'm so tired of listening to you. Kostya this, Kostya that. Solace Keep protects us all. I don't want to hear another word.
What's going on here?
An outlander.
Don't mean to be disrespectful, but we'd prefer not to deal with your kind.
What's wrong with
What do you mean, my
Outlander?
people?
We need outside opinions. We need medicine. You're sick, Mother.
Pargrunen affairs are Pargrunen affairs. We don't speak of them to outsiders.
Even if it costs you your life, Mother? You'd rather die than ask for help from an outlander?
Kostya has a lot to answer for, poisoning our youth's minds with these ideas.
Once again, Outlander, we did not ask for your opinion. Leave us before we call for a warden's assistance.
No, I'm tired of this. I am leaving with Amalia's crew, and you can't stop me.
I'd like to see you try. You're not brave enough for that. An outlander.
Why won't...
Don't mean to be disrespectful, but we'd prefer not to deal with it.
Welcome back to Odikas Nails, an outsider. Nobody told me to expect outsiders. Welcome to...
Something on my face?
Something like that, yes. Apologies for staring. Do you have any questions about Solace Keep? I've never seen anyone quite like you, is all. No, that's not entirely true. All I'll say is, take a good look at the big statue of Nandru, this keep's founder, when you enter the main hall. A word of warning before you enter. You are the first outsiders to visit the keep in longer than I know.
I understand.
It is an honor to have you. Enjoy your visit to Solace Keep.
At least they let you jump at normal speed, otherwise being encumbered would be annoying.
Sanctuary of Nandru. Hasn't changed a bit.
Well, that sounds like a perfect excuse to spruce things up.
Listen, everyone wants seconds, okay? You can get back in line or wait until next meal.
I haven't had firsts
Well,
yet.
I don't... thought you were... Let me start over. I am the ringleader of the circus. No one does anything without a belly full of whatever we're warming up here today. Honestly, Marius here would catch something better than I could rustle up for you.
I just do what I do. You make last week's salt pork taste like this week's salt pork.
Take a compliment, Amakul. You're a good hunter. Always were. I have a little time to chat right now. What can I do for you? Oh, my friend, let me tell you something. It's best not to worry about what's in the food. We eat what we have. We depend mostly on our hunters and patrols to bring back whatever they can find. Of course, that means I have to be creative to find ways to make everything edible and palatable, at least. That's what I tell these Komai, but they keep complaining. Trust me, if I could throw together something new, I'd do it. But this is Solace. Tradition dictates you eat what you get. Councillor Kostia wants things to change around here. He wants to work with the other settlements to increase trade. Imagine it. Fish from Thirdborn, wild game from Paradis, produce from Fior Mesiverno.
What's the downside?
Tradition says we have to survive without help from the outside world, or we'll never survive. Tradition has kept these walls standing. It makes sense why we'd be slow to risk losing that. Well, I couldn't tell you, and I skinned it myself. Best of luck out there, my friends, and stay away from this stew.
You think Kostia's right, huh? Think of the salted fish we could get trading with Thirdborn. Better than this mystery. That's
Outsider, feel like helping us out? Be careful, some.
Oh, great. Outsider,
Warden,
you need something?
I'd like to trade. Son of Black Heaven. Blocking has 10% chance to restore 20 essence. Plus 50 maximum essence.
Welcome to the Tusks, outsider. Be courteous while in Solace's halls, and you shall remain welcome. Check the board for bounties. Anything catch your eye, feel free to take it on. You'll be rewarded accordingly. Well done, outsider. Well done. We'll always have bugs to deal with, but at least they won't be hatching in such large numbers anymore.
Mikala understands the importance of tradition. Andrew chose this place for a reason, huh?
Mihala is to blame. We need to open our gates to the...
So you're the outsiders my guards led you to the keep. Sucker. Now I'm going to have to deal with Kazmin. And you're accompanied by a deserter.
There's the Joffrey I know. Still calling your parents by their first names.
Yes, I am. Every time I visit them. You should try it sometime. If you've a complaint, can it wait? I'm already dealing with enough.
What's got you so frazzled?
You're an outsider, and outsiders aren't allowed in Solace Keep. You lot are the only kith around who aren't dwarves. Or hadn't you noticed? And now one of my wardens has let you in. Mihala is going to ream me for this.
Is it really that bad?
Yes, the wardens take an oath to protect the keep. That includes outside influences. Not that you'd know, but the council isn't known for their temperance. None of this is even my job. Not really, anyway. Mihala ordered me to take over for our Captain Petru until he comes back, but it's been weeks and no one's heard anything.
That's one way to get promoted.
Not one I wanted. This post has been exhausting. Mihala said it was council business, but there's nothing in his office. No journal, nothing. One of my wardens, Mina, is convinced something happened to him, but I don't have the time or resources to spare.
Sure, I could look for him.
Would you? That would take a load off of me. The council might even thank you for it. Talk to Mina. She's been distraught since Petru disappeared, so I've relieved her of her duties. I can't have one of my wardens like this, drunk and useless. She's likely over in the bar, drowning her sorrows. If there's anything to know about Petru, she'd know it.
Hey, I found a key with...
For the captain of the guard to disappear like that. Let's look into this.
Wake up, mother.
Oh, my dear.
Leave me, please.
I'll have to bring this to the council's attention. No, I couldn't possibly. It's too precious. Safe. In the drawer.
I assume this was Petru's room. I just used a key. There, I don't know.
Do you think Abidon and Magu...
The outsiders. I hope you don't mind if I shout a bit. I feel like it's impossible to hear anything over all this banging and quenching. Indeed, when they came down to tell us that we had outsiders about, I swore I misheard. I probably should have cleaned up the place.
Slowly regenerate essence. I could finally change my gloves, but I don't block. They're the same, but better.
you're back. What did you miss? What can I...
Looks like you take your inspiration from that shrine to Abaddon.
I know. A shrine to Abaddon in a forge. How unique. Did he now? And what exactly is Abaddon's shiny beard? That's star metal. These days I work more with a quill than a hammer, but I think I can make an exception for this. And if the council doesn't like it, they can make someone else forge master. Oh, I'd be a happy man to be working the forge again. Oh, how I miss it! The heat of the flowing lava. The feeling of power as you shape metal to your liking. The rush of adrenaline when an errant spark lights your beard aflame. The burn of sore muscles that have worked a hammer for hours. The rhythmic tune the metal sings as you work it.
You really enjoy smithing, don't you?
What makes you say that? Oh, is it... Oh, no, never mind. Let's not get carried away, huh? Back to business. I could refine and sharpen the material into a sword, certainly. Simple enough ask once you know the secrets of star metal. Alternatively, there's something I've wanted to make since the last time I had my hands on this stuff. A star metal archivist. Now that sounds like a proper challenge. May Abaddon guide my hand, and this trial be worthy of Magrin's attention.
Huh. At least your enemies will see a gorgeous weapon. Before you kill them, of course.
Here it is. A firearm unlike any other. I call it the Moonstrike Arquebus, for it will strike your enemies as fiercely as Abaddon's hammer struck the falling moon. You will not find them lacking. That said, this material is unlike any other metal. It is superior in nearly every way, and an unmatched challenge to work. I want to see what else I could do with it. Bring me more fragments, and I will forge for you a blade unlike any other. Though with more star metal, I may be able to upgrade the Moonstrike Arquebus a bit more. Certainly. I look forward to seeing what else I can do with this metal.
This ought to be good.
It is done. I call it the Meteor Blade. Never before has anything I've crafted held such a wicked edge.
Another masterwork.
Thank you for your kind words, outsider. I will take them to heart.
Power attacks deal moderate frost. Hits deal 10% bonus frost. Fucking reload. Oh, that's how you get more food recipes. They don't really have a way to increase your reload speed, which is unfortunate. Actually, right there. Honestly, I don't remember doing Kai's training, but I kind of wish I had done a different one, just so I could kind of space out. Pretty sure his second one would have been Might. I don't remember doing it though. Pretty neat, pretty neat. That's not my build though. I wonder what he means by upgrade them. Does it mean change the enchantment? So.
Outsiders, the whole Nandru built himself.
Very image of Nandru indeed. The gods send you at a moment.
Chitule! What am I going to do? Oh, good. Someone's come along. Can't believe the only person that stopped is an outsider. Will you help me, please?
With what?
My hammer. One of the smiths down below sold it to me, and I'm not likely to get such a fine one again. But with all the construction going on here, still, I slipped and dropped it. I think it's somewhere down there. Do you think you can find it, hmm?
Yeah, right here.
Ah, you have done me a great service, Amakul. Merty, envoy. May your kindness be repaid swiftly.
Found a spider the size of my face in my quarters.
Again? Ugh. I bet the officers up above don't have to deal with that.
On the bright side, the legs are pretty good at a stew.
That is both gross.
Lots of goodies around here.
I do hope no one sees me like this. Who let you in here? What do you want?
Are you hiding out here?
No, of course not. Who am I kidding? I must live, no, suffer in squalor now. Unfortunately, none of the merchants in the keep have things that live up to my tastes. But as long as Mihala continues to shun the rest of the lands, we must make do with an ever-shrinking supply of true goods.
You might be waiting a while, dearie.
No one suffers as I do. Just leave me. Oh, and don't get anything dirty on your way out. Why am I in my own home? I must unfortunate, but as long as Mihala... Truly? Oh, I shall have to wear something really...
Is that it?
No, unfortunately. All the shops only have cheap goods. I deserve better than that. Just leave me. Oh, and don't get anything dirty on your way out.
Okay.
Outsider! I've never seen someone so tall.
Since the days of Nandru himself, have we stood watch over the garden. Move along, outsider. Consultation hours are... Oh my.
Staring at my face, aren't you?
Well, you must admit, it is striking.
Can you tell me about Nandru?
Our beloved founder. Nandru sought to create a sanctuary in the deadliest part of the island. He called it Solace. Many believe Nandru was led here by a spirit guardian of some kind. Others believe he was simply an excellent judge of location. Regardless, many of his traditions remain in place to this day, while others may have fallen by the wayside.
What kind of person was he?
He was compassionate, eccentric, and charismatic. He knew how to draw out the best in his people. A true leader. Tradition says that when he knew his life was ending, he sought quiet solitude, knowing his work here was complete. Not a word of tradition, spoken or written, speaks ill of our founder. It is perhaps the only thing on which we all agree.
How have the traditions changed?
If you ask these absolute Zarips, they'd say not at all. I maintain that our solace is more in Sorina's vision than Nandru's. Our founder envisioned a safe place for all who reside or explore in the Tusks. An admirable goal, certainly. Sorina's vision was more about safety for the people already within Solace. Outsiders be damned.
Who was Serena?
Ah, blessed Sorina. She led Solace's rise from the ashes centuries ago, when an attack breached the walls and ruined our keep. She was a forceful and diligent leader who oversaw the rebuilding of the keep and established new traditions to keep us safe. Many, myself included, believe her traditions conflicted with Nandru's, which were more suited to a Solace in peacetime.
You know anything about a garden?
If you ask about the tilled ground made for growing plants, no. Very few here have that knowledge. But Nandru did speak of a garden from time to time. He created the Wardens of Solace to oversee that garden specifically. No one can say for sure what the garden meant to him, for none has set foot there. I fear I cannot help you beyond that.
Interesting, let's move on.
What more can I do to enlighten you?
Your philosophy seems so controversial.
All philosophy is controversial here. Thoughts that do not challenge tradition might as well be tradition themselves.
What do scholars do in Solace?
We pass on the oral histories of Solace and seek to uncover those historical knowledge we have lost over time. In return, the unenlightened Getuli of Solace curse, spit, and throw objects at us. It is truly a symbiotic relationship.
I should be going. Thanks for all the info. I got more shit to grab. And break.
ship for Wodica. That all bad? No wonder the decor in here is so drab.
Nandru looked to Wodica for inspiration when he created the traditions and laws of Solace.
You must be the outsider I've heard so much about, yes? I am pleased to meet you.
Bolty? Is that you?
Marius? Won't the Commandant be surprised? What can I do for Solace's most fascinating guests?
What is your role here exactly?
I am an attendant of the Council of Solace. I do whatever they ask of me, frankly. Currently, it is my honor to watch over the Shrine of Wodica and keep it as pristine as the goddess herself.
You mean it's your honor to stay where the Council can keep an eye on you?
I have to know what that's about.
The way I heard it, Bolty had a reputation for taking things from the armory and selling them to traders for a profit.
I paid my debt to Solace. I have changed.
Yeah, well, the Council is keeping you close by, just in case you haven't.
I'll just be going.
Good.
Why were you doing that?
Where is that caravan? Sent word to expect one.
An outsider caravan? Huh. Does the council know about this?
Shh. Someone sent word to let in an Adiran caravan with goods to trade. Just think. Adiran cheeses.
What if Mihala finds out about this?
Yeah, sorry, the caravan's not coming.
Ready yourselves. Council's just up this lift.
Of course they have an elevator. How elevated.
If we open our gates to Outlanders, we stand to lose everything. They will corrupt our people, destroy our traditions.
Our entire society faces destruction if we don't. We need trade. We need the rest of the world.
The reason Solace Keep has stood for so long is because we've stood alone. Do not question our ways, Kostya.
I understand, Mihala. But Solace Keep is dying. Surely it wouldn't hurt to consider a different route.
We will talk about this later. We have a guest. What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason.
Saw the steel corroded the tusks. Your lives are in danger.
I doubt that. There isn't an inch of this land the Wardens do not patrol, day and night. If the Steel Garrote were here, we would know.
And if they are here, let them come. Solace has stood against worse threats for hundreds of years.
They nearly destroyed a city full of animancers. If they come for Solace, even these ancient walls won't save you. If that's all you'll do, you might as well not do anything.
Although I wonder why we should bother trusting you. We heard that you were responsible for a great many deaths in Shatterscarp. Give me a reason to tolerate you for even a second longer.
I did what was needed.
Indeed. But you've brought us news. Now I'm curious. What do you expect us to do for you? It sounds like you have something in mind.
We're looking for a path to the garden.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but
It fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, envoy?
A god is imprisoned there. They spoke to me, begged me to come. I'm gonna come.
The garden is our sacred purpose. Its observation and protection, a task handed to us by Nandru himself. He once wrote that the island spoke to him. Perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does he not?
The markings on your face. I recognize them. But I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything in common with Nandru.
I am a godlike of the being in the garden. Maybe Nandru was too. Nandru.
The godlike are gone.
There's at least one left, and he's standing right in front of you.
Perhaps you are what you say, but it does not matter. We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, envoy, you will have to discover it yourself. But I fear you will be disappointed.
There really is no way in. Why bother protecting it?
It has and always will be our duty to watch over the garden. Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage. You are an outsider and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The Wardens exist to stand in your way.
My purpose is greater than the concerns of Kith.
However noble you may believe your purpose, it is yours alone.
It's mine, too.
You have no more standing in these halls than the envoy does, Marius. We have no obligation, and indeed, no inclination to help you. I would expect nothing less from someone like yourself.
Goodbye, Envoy. Kostya, see the Envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala.
And Marius, don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come back.
Follow me, envoy.
We should have a chat with Mihala. See if the name Petru sets her on edge.
Still lingering, Adiran? Captain of the Wardens? He's away on an errand for me. What about him? Pompous Adiran. I don't know how you found out, but I'd warn you to stay out of the Council's business. Petru's ideas are a danger to Solus and go against his oath. If you must pry, I can assure you, he is safe. And he will stay far away from Solus until he can be trusted again. You know what? I'd almost think you genuinely believe that if you didn't carry an Adiran crest. Now be gone. I have other work to do, and I do not need to justify myself to you of all kith.
So Petru's alive, but he's on Mihala's bad side. Honestly, dying's probably easy. Here.
envoy. I just wanted a word before you went on your way.
Yes?
I wanted to apologize for what happened in the council chamber. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. The old sicken. The young suffer. But Mihala, well, she's a devoted warden to her core. I think she'd rather we starve than ask for help.
She's risking lives for the sake of pride?
Yes. She's more concerned about her pride than the fact our people are weakening from deprivation. She won't let our people leave, or speak with outsiders, or trade for the resources we need. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the highest order. It's why I play my part where she can see. I don't want to risk her wrath.
She did seem quite passionate.
She's a zealot. She forgets that doctrine is worth less than living. Much like your Inquisitor Ludwig, I suspect. Two sides of the same miserable coin. Mihala has firm principles, and I respect the strength of them. But it's all so pointless. If we stay in this keep, we will surely die. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Change must happen. We need to leave the keep. Do you understand me?
What do you want from me?
The keep decays, and we drown in the rot. The wardens defend a corpse against that which would revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. We need so much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradis could provide. If I could only start the conversation.
Assuming I can help, what will you give me in return?
Information. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one, but I know who might. You were right, you know. The Stilgarot are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden even as we speak. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman.
Why are you telling me this?
Mihala would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths fighting the Stilgarot. She does not care about how the situation could advantage us. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or the Stilgarot who find it, I don't care.
What then is of importance to you?
My people. Every person who is alive now, and every generation to come. The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she might be all that stands between us and doom. She has the Ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us.
You misunderstand.
I don't doubt it. But she is powerful, feared, and on my doorstep. And he is far beyond my reach. I am an aging dwarf from a small, fanatical order on the ass end of a volcanic wasteland. Against Mihala's wishes, I have written to him many times. He refuses to lend his ear. But if a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf, there might be something I could offer him. Something like the keep.
You give them the keep? Have you lost your Sunday mind?
I understand ridding yourselves of the keep, but to help the Steel Garrote, disgusting.
The keep. Its inane traditions. None of that means anything to me. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Adir and the Steel Garrote in exchange for goods and gold. Its existence has cost us so much. The least it can do is buy a future for our people.
You have a point.
Kind words I did not think I would hear. I doubt she will, though. Mihala believes your empire cannot see us as anything but rivals. An agreement may protect us from dying from deprivation, and perhaps also keep us safe from Adir's hunger.
It would change you all.
Yes, and that change would be an excellent one. We would be free of this keep, and able to explore, to breathe again. It might seem a foolish idea. Your
Oops.
quest for the garden is also a fool's errand. You are not the first person to have said that. I want you to get what you want, Envoy. My hope is that you don't kill the Inquisitor before I get what I want too. I would never ask you not to defend yourself, Envoy. In any case, the Steel Garrote are at the Mount Forja mines. To get there, head west across the primordial depths. Do as you will. I believe the Pargrunen and the Adirians can forge a mutually beneficial alliance. That will not happen if there is unnecessary bloodshed. Also...
What is it?
Well, if you happen to head north, you might pass by the Living Archives, a monastery dedicated to preserving our history. The monastery hasn't been in touch in days, and I can't spare a warden to check on them. Oh, please, look in on him, if you can.
Right, I get it. He wants us to run his errands.
I do, Marius, because I trust you. And by extension, I trust the Envoy. Is that so outrageous? You were missed here. Whatever the front I put forward may have led you to believe.
You have a funny way of showing it.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't serious, Envoy.
Sure, I'll go to
the
them.
north of Solace Keep, along the main road. And beware, if my warden's reports are accurate, there are a considerable number of Zarips between here and there. Look for Elder Grigor at the archives. He should be able to give you a full accounting. I pray nothing terrible has happened. Thank you for this, Envoy. You are more than the villains your people are made out to be. How may I assist you, Envoy? A letter to Hilgard. Courteous of you to bring it to me instead of Mihala. She has such antiquated ideas about diplomacy. I've written so many of these in the past, but I have received nothing in the way of responses. Part of me suspects that Mihala's the reason for the damned silence. She's such a rigid fool. I'm afraid there are factors here that you, being an outsider, may not understand. I'd like us to be allies. To that end, I have something that may assist you in your search. An alternate way into Mount Forja. There's a path that leads to a warden storehouse that sits just south of the main entryway. Instead of a key,
Why is he
it
breaking?
was a contact. Of all the treasures to which one aspires, none greater than those wrought of sweat and fires. Speak those words aloud, and the door will open. Safe journeys, envoy. Please, be discreet with what I've told you.
Still.
No.
Good.
I don't really care for either one of them. But Mihala will literally just kill her fucking people.
Any news on brother?
Sorry, Geoffrey. No.
Make it quick, Adirin.
Oops. Never mind. Okay. I'll save the companion chatting for next time. I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. I already streamed a bit longer than I was wanting to. Oof, excuse me. Hopefully tonight I'll be able to play some Skyrim multiplayer with my brother and our friend, our 3-player run. If they can get their internet situated. Or, well, not my brother, but our friend, our mutual friend. That's why we didn't play last night, and why I just kind of slept in. But, hopefully they get this situated, and then we can actually play some Skyrim. Because I am having fun with it, and I would like to keep it going. And I would preferably like to not miss playing it. I don't know. I'm trying to keep my games focused at 3 at a time. So that way I'm not keep getting a bunch of things set up and then not finishing them. But, I mean, I guess ultimately if I can't... Skyrim multiplayer is not necessarily in my control. There's between 3 of us that we got to deal with issues. But anyway, I need something to drink.